Hello, everyone. So, Mr. Peter Obi did a tweet talking about the insecurity in Nigeria, and so he put out a statement and on his Twitter handle on the insecurity in Nigeria. And then someone came to say that Mr. Peter Obi is beginning to irritate him. That why is Mr. Peter Obi talking about what everybody knows? So what has Mr. Peter Obi done about it? What does he want the people to do? And I just sat there and I'm just like, sometimes some people just say, the way people behave is just unbelievable. And as I'm just talking, I just remember there's a particular message. Let me go and look for that message. Somebody, and which is so apt, which sort of like describes this whole thing so very well. Oh, I think I deleted that message. It's something about I think it was on WhatsApp. I don't know whether I had downloaded it into my phone, but let me just paraphrase what the message was talking about. So it said that that you're fighting for people's rights, and then the people will say that you're using the blood on your body to stain their white. And so it was saying that everybody should just get sense in 2025 and just leave people the way they are and not even think about fighting for anybody's right. So that was sort of like how I was just trying to see whether I downloaded. Apparently I didn't download it, and I've cleared that whole WhatsApp this thing, because that is sort of like what this is going towards. And I'm thinking, I don't even have time responding to all of those things, because Mr. Peter Obi is a public figure and anybody has a right, to say whatever they want to say at him and all of that. And as one who Nigeria voted for in 2023, and even though he was rigged, and one that we expect that by the grace of God, he's going to get into office and be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's going to face a lot of backlashes, criticism, and all of that. It's all part of the whole thing office that comes with it, to be able to accept those things. Because for me, looking at that person who is saying that he's becoming so irritated with Mr. Peter Obi, to say yes, that irritation is what it should be. You should be irritated that people are being killed. You should be irritated that it will soon be your turn to be killed. Because being a victim in Nigeria is no longer a matter of if somebody will become a victim. It's a matter of when somebody will become a victim. The victim card is going around, and it's done by Turn Nigeria Limited. Yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors. And tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The people that have been killed will not be killed again. The next to be killed are those of us that are alive. And the question always remains, who is next? Is it when it happens then people will come out and say that, oh, they never knew that Nigeria will happen to them? When Nigeria was happening to other people, did they think that they were special breeds that Nigeria cannot happen to? That's the question also, that also always has to be, on ground, the way we look at it. So yes, indeed, he needs to be irritated. He needs to be angry and value his life and value the lives of his loved ones, of his family. Maybe if you don't want to value the life of other people, let everybody even value their own life. If all of us collectively value our individual lives, the politicians and elected officials who are taking us, for granted, will not dare to take us for granted, because they know we value ourselves and we're not going to allow anybody to treat us anyhow. So this was the so Parallel Facts had put together the tweet that Mr. Peter Obi had done. It says Peter Obi decries rising insecurity in Nigeria, calls for urgent action. Peter Obi, the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, has expressed deep concern over the worsening state of insecurity in Nigeria. In a recent statement shared on X, formerly Twitter, Obi highlighted the alarming increase in crimes, particularly kidnapping, which he described as worrisome and a source of widespread apprehension across the nation. He lamented that no one is currently spared from the dangerous wave of kidnapping and killings affecting many parts of the country. Obi emphasized the far-reaching impact of insecurity on vital sectors of the economy, including agriculture, education, and healthcare. When there's no insecurity, people cannot farm. A lot of people have left their farms. Even recently, I think it was reported that the Niger State government had said to its farmers that they should stop going to in some areas, or whether even all, they should stop going to farm, because it is believed that the insurgents had planted some bombs and wherever in farms. A lot of people, a lot of farmers are now in IDP camps. They are not in their villages where they are farming. Even people that have remained in their villages farming, they are forced to pay taxes, humongous amount of money. And then people are wondering why there's so much food insecurity in the country. Why is it that food are quite expensive? They have to be expensive because nobody is farming. Most farmers are now in IDP camp. Most farmers are unable to access their farms freely the way they used to access their farms before. Most farmers, have been going through a lot. So it's only a few that are actually feeding us. And this is part of the things that is making, things extremely expensive. In terms of education also, we see what's happening in the southeast, where every Monday there's lockdown. There's sometimes people are forced to mix their exams, a whole lot of things. We've seen situations whereby parents are not sending their children to school because they are afraid of their children being abducted. They have to think between the life of their children or the education of their children. In terms of healthcare, we've seen a lot of abduction of doctors by terrorists. At one time, I was asking, why is this going on? Until a particular doctor explained to me, said they use them to treat themselves and their captives in captivity. We've seen a lot of doctors being, arrested, abducted. Some of them, their family members being abducted, also being killed. A whole lot of things are going on. Even access to healthcare, because the roads, people don't travel on the roads the way they used to, travel on the roads before. And so now, had even someone is sick, you need to transport them to another place. It's a major problem. These are things that people are facing. And then this particular person is sitting down somewhere. He's saying that he's irritated. Tomorrow he's going to be there saying that, oh, Nigeria has happened to him. Nigeria is what I did this thing before, a video. I said Nigeria does not need your permission to kill you or deal with you or do anything to you. It will do it. We are all victims waiting to happen. It's just that some people think that they are not victims because it has not happened to them yet. They lack empathy. Very selfish human beings who cannot feel the pain of what others are going through. Mr. Peter Obi noted that farmers are often forced off their farmlands, while teachers, lecturers, and healthcare workers are frequently targeted by kidnappers. Citing recent incidents, he mentioned the killing of the manager of the College of Nursing Science in Ihiala and kidnapping of two Reverend sisters working as educators in Anambra State schools. And I'm sure these are people, these Ihiala are places he had donated money to. These are people that he had maybe come in contact with, know them. Just imagine the loss that we are going through, but someone is irritated because they are talking about the issue. These people contributed immensely to our national development through their sacrifices in farms, educational institutions, and health facilities, especially in remote villages, Obi said. He strongly condemned the kidnappings and killings, stating that nothing justifies such heinous acts. He also expressed concern about the possibility of numerous unreported cases, raising questions about the true scale of the problem. Obi appealed to the government to deploy all available security resources to combat the menace of insecurity. Urged leaders to take immediate and decisive action to ensure the safe rescue of those held in captivity. Obi reiterated the need for the government to prioritize the safety and well-being of Nigerians, describing the situation as a national emergency requiring urgent attention. In his message, Obi stressed the importance of preserving Nigeria, saying, "We must not burn down our only nation with terror and violence." And then someone is sitting down there that he's irritated because Mr. Peter Obi is talking about it. So we should all keep quiet so that they will say nothing is happening, or they will say we even like it happening to us. Anyway, like I always say, yesterday's victims were once survivors. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.